Alrighty, homework help for lesson 11. So you only need to do problems 4 through 11. And we'll start with number 4. I'm not going to give away answers, but I am going to just give some helpful pointers. So what I noticed about problem number 4 is that I'm adding two negatives, so I know that my answer is going to be negative. And when we add fractions, I'm going to say this a couple times in the video, you don't need to worry about the denominator until you add the numerators together. So after you add the numerators, then you can worry about the denominator. And so I'll reappear those. So you know your denominator is going to be 4 and your answer is going to be negative. Let me make that negative bigger. We'll move this equal sign over. Awesome. So just keep that in mind for number 4. Number 5, I'll just help you out and decompose this. So remember, just like we'll start with 2.2. We'll do 2 plus 0.2. To decompose negative 3.5, however, we need to keep track of our negatives. And so we have our negative 3 plus our negative 0.5. Remember, that negative goes to the ones place and to the tens place. So from here, you can combine your integers and then get to your final answer. Number 6 is the same thing as number 5, so let's skip number 6. Number 7, however, gets a little bit tricky. So just to help you out, since you're watching this video, I'll tell you right now, your answer is going to be negative, so put a negative sign out in front. And just like when we're adding fractions, as long as we have that common denominator, we can ignore the denominators for a little bit. And we'll put that over here. And now let's just focus on the numerators. So I have a negative 5 plus a positive 1 to give me a negative 4. So I have a negative out in front. Well, hold on. Negative out in front, 6, 4. So my answer is going to be negative 2/3. I kind of gave away an answer there. But since you're watching this video, now you kind of get that benefit. Number 8 is just like problems 6 and 5, so I'll just skip over that one. Number 9 is kind of like number 7, so just watch number 7 again, maybe rewind if you're a little confused. Remember, ignore the denominators for a little bit, and just put your denominator over here, and I'm going to move this over. Just a quick hint, I guess, is this going to be positive or negative? You got to ask yourself that question. Are there more negative or positive fifths? Now for number 10, I will help you out with this one though. So let's go ahead and decompose. Remember, we're kind of going to use those scissors. I'm going to grab my laser here quick. And remember, you're using this to kind of sever the number and the fraction apart. So I have 4 plus 1/2. And then we're going to sever this one as well, but you have to, don't forget, this negative sign still applies to the fraction. So I have plus negative 3 plus negative 1/2. And from here, you can make a 0 pair, which is super nice. And then you just have left is to add 4 and negative 3, and I think you can get to that answer. And number 11, it's been a while since I've shown you one, so I'll just go ahead and show you this one. Let's go ahead and decompose. We'll start with 2.1 because it's a little bit easier. 2 plus 0.1. And now for our negative, negative 1 plus negative 0.2. So I always like to start with my integer portions, which are going to be negative 1, positive 2. That's going to be a positive 1. And here's the part where a lot of students get mixed up. So we have negative 2/10, positive 1/10, and that's going to combine to equal a negative 1/10. So what I like to imagine when I'm adding a negative fraction or a decimal to a whole number is what the positive number is as a fraction. So we have tenths on the right side, and so 1 is actually 10/10, and negative 1/10 is going to look like this. So when you add those together, it gets a little bit easier. And I know I have more positives than negatives, so I'm going to end up with positive 9/10. And then as a decimal, that's going to be 0.9. So I did kind of give away an answer there. But again, if you're watching this video, you get that benefit. If you are wanting more practice, these problems down here are really good. I didn't assign them in the assignment just because they're a little bit more complex. But getting that extra practice will always be good.